Hello, everybody. So this week we've had a lot of snow, and it's been really cold, and there's been a lot of accumulation, and so there's been, it seems like a number of times that the Sangha has been unable to physically get together and practice. I know I was at the temple on Wednesday night, and that was going to be one of my nights to be in the lead there, and you know, too cold and too spooky and too much snow and everything. And of course, I live, the farm's pretty, not right next door to the temple, so it's a commute. So we made the decision to bag the evening service, and I don't like doing that. It's a drag. I'd really much rather just get together and be able to practice. But of course, safety is the first thing. But the other side of it is actually that, it gives us a chance to appreciate the fact that we actually have a place to go to, and to actually appreciate the fact that we actually can, when the weather's not, snowmageddon or whatever, we actually can get together and practice together. That's an amazing thing. I mean, it's something that might be easy for some of our community, many of our community, to just kind of assume. But for me, I never lived anywhere closer than 5 hour drive away from my teacher. More like 14-hour drive. So for my training experience, it really was just a big old commute to do heavy session and then back. So I never really had the chance to do what many people in our community now can do, which is actually see each other on a, let's say weekly or biweekly or at least monthly basis and check in and be a part of each other's lives. And once in a while having to say, hey, we can't practice today, and have people feel what it's like to not be able to get together, maybe it's a good reminder in a way. So just to hold up, it's great that we can actually get together and that we do. Let's not take it for granted. So, and then speaking of session, session is happening this weekend. Right now, there's a number of people out at the farm doing retreat, and I'll be in the lead for tomorrow's day of practice. And retreat is a really special time. There really is nothing like it. It's not an intellectual discourse. It's not a relaxation time. I mean, it's just a unique thing. And for those of you who've been there, I know you know what I'm talking about. For those who don't, I'd like to encourage you to wonder about it. What do they do there? Ask the questions. But better than that, come and plug in. You'll notice that next month, when Ongo has begun, there's a couple of day-long retreats that are held on Saturdays at the temple. And if you've never done a session retreat, I'd hold those up as being a really good entry point. Come and do a couple of those day-long retreats and see what it's like. Some people express that it seems a little intimidating, but only because you haven't done it. The schedule is very accessible and workable, and there's a lot of wisdom in it and how the thing is arranged. So no one dies, literally anyway. So it works out fine. So come and try. Come and try Zazenkai next month when Ongo's begun, and see what it's like. Because really, we don't rely on a bunch of texts or logic or this kind of thing, as much as I've been working on some stuff like that for classes for the Ongo. But really, the teaching is your heart and your own body and your mind and your eye and your soul and everything. You are the teachings. The question becomes, how do we read it? How do we access it? How do we live it? The fact is, we need to settle down, pay attention, and really look. And this is a process that takes more for most of us than one 20-minute period on a Sunday morning, or a 15-minute period or something like that, or 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes at night. I mean, that's good, but if you really stack period on top of period on top of period and take care of yourself while you do it, the gates open up that otherwise won't. So celebrating the fact that we can all be together when the weather doesn't keep us from it, and holding up the importance of session. Thank you, Sangha. Hope to see you Sunday. It's not supposed to snow as far as I know.